And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show. This is going to be episode 10. So I hope you guys had a great week and weekend leading you up to this point where we're back for another episode of the show on a Monday. We've had a lot of episodes in the Iron podcast on Mondays, but we're officially here and we're still alive. Strider has a setup with a TV and shelves and chairs, and I'm just in my own house with a vacuum cleaner and a shelf. And
it's called being a functioning adult.
He just moved his more shit up than you.
This is why we need white people leading black people. They're more productive. They get black people in line, and they were the better presidents. Honestly, the one black president was pretty fucking bad.
There you go. Now you don't feel left out, MSK.
Okay. All right. Now he's just.
I mean, 46-1 are pretty good odds. 47-1 are pretty good odds.
Arza is here too, and Darnell's here. Everyone's here. So nice to always get the boys on Monday. And just to let everybody know, I was thinking about this today at work. We had a big inspection and we had a new thing happen at work. It was a pretty fine day overall, generally speaking. The goal for this show is to just hit 100 episodes at some point. And at some point, I will put in even more effort to getting all the one-on-ones done, but with everyone you see here and a lot more of the people as well. But I just wanted to take it easy right now until the end of the year. And then when next year starts in January, I'm going to go full speed ahead to getting the show to be as big as my other show. Now, will I hit that many episodes? Probably not. But I'm going to try and get it as big as I can to make sure it is definitely ready and usable and for consumption. No homo and no diddy, actually. So,
you should coin that. No diddy.
We're going to go. So we don't really have any topics because topics are for fucking losers and that's for coordinated people. But big fat but this might be one of the most pathetic things I'm going to show you guys in just a second here. But people like formal greetings and small talk when you do these shows. So we'll start off with the man, the myth, the lore keeper, Strider. Mm-hmm. What's going on, man? How you doing? So yeah, you're single, straight, white, divorced man who has a job and he has everything set and put together. So obviously the left hate that, you know, a straight white guy put together. Crazy.
A happy man. Oh yeah, the feminist leftists absolutely love me.
he's definitely not pro-gun. He definitely hates free speech. You know, he's definitely for democratic values, you know, constitutional republic, all that stuff, right?
And certainly constitutional republic. Yeah, democracy is mob rule, so democracy is a mistake.
Did I hear steak?
Federalism all the way. I like my steak medium rare.
Okay.
I would prefer, I'll be honest here, I like my steaks well done. They taste way better well done.
You look like you like shoe leather.
Some people, it's okay. There are. Oh, I did turn this off. It's killing me. Well done steak. It takes skill to do. I will admit, but I don't like my steak to feel like shoe leather in my mouth. Not fun.
I'll be honest. When you put the steak sauce and the barbecue sauce on, it tastes so good. I love well done.
I like my meat. It's moist, juicy, and just so tender.
So that's how you like your vagina too.
Just so he doesn't struggle very much, right?
Give me the meat. Give it to me raw.
Give it to me raw. I was thinking about today. Yeah. I was watching.
Put your tongue in the center. It's better.
No, that's a good way to burn your tongue off.
Oh,
we're talking about steak. Yeah.
God,
as long as it's got a little bit of color browning on the outside of it, that's all you need.
Too far.
You like it blue.
I'm actually talking. Well, no, I'm actually talking about steak. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Oh, we're talking about dick.
I was talking about vagina. You guys are just being gay. You know, we already got one gay guy here. He's already got my diversity higher. It's good enough.
Yeah, you can't take my job.
You got the black guy. You got the gay guy.
We have an
Indian. $50 is $50.
We have a free speech absolutist, and we have a and we had a former cop. We're actually really diverse here, honestly.
We are.
And we're diverse by choice. I was not intentionally thinking.
Former cop.
Imagine a black guy inviting on a former cop on his show. That is, you never hear about this shit in real life. Crazy.
We got two of them now, though, right?
Tonight I'm self-identifying as an Antarctican.
I'm not even gonna
intercontinental man of mystery.
Booza, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? Hi, Emily. How are you doing? Hopefully you're watching football right now.
Introduce yourself.
Hi.
Okay, then.
He wants. I tell him you got to be a lot more. It feels like sometimes he can give off the energy of like Stefan Amell, and then he just gives off the energy of his cat. Just hello.
Well, my cat actually is a little bit more docile because he just got back from the vet a couple hours ago from neutering.
Aw, poor little guy.
Yeah.
Good night, just like Darnell.
God.
Was that?
Oh no, he hasn't been neutered yet. He hasn't had the snip.
I told Darnell about the protection plan.
I only have one testicle, so I am half snip.
Oh, so it's just one instead of snip, it's just snip.
One with only one.
That is information about you I never wanted to know.
But I could have guessed.
Glad you do now.
I always just say, hey, do you guys know about the protection plan when you're having sex with girls? Like, wrap it up. I don't.
No.
I never do that. So you just kind of go.
Oh, really?
Sex with girls. Wait, what? That's an option?
Yeah, see, that's gay. Having sex with girls is gay. We gotta get the manufactured women now. Okay, hold on. I didn't get a chance to ask him this. Since you like dudes, which you said you do, I'm not making that up. Would you do like a troon woman? Would that be kind of like something you're attracted to?
I mean, mental illness is a bit of a red flag.
I'm talking like, okay, to be fair, you got a
good
point
answer.
There. Like, I'll say like maybe you're at a bar one night, maybe you're at like the gay bar, and you like would you hook up with a troon woman?
I appreciate the thought that I could pick up anyone.
Oh my god, he's killing me here, guys. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help him.
Unfortunately, he has more Riz than you, so he probably could get whatever he wants.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh, come on, darling. You can barely tell. Really, I can't tell.
God. No, in the group chat, Hellhounds, you'd have sex with Blair White. Like, no, Blair White's a dude. That's a guy.
I'm good. No.
I'm good. Look, he looks attractive, I guess. I can admit that. Like Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill's pretty attractive. But I'm not sleeping with them, obviously.
Henry Cavill can do whatever he wants.
Not trying to cosplay as a
PC
dude.
specs.
Hey, is he wearing the Superman costume?
All the better. I want to see his Man of Steel.
Off.
I want to see his Man from Uncle.
I want him as Calverine.
The Calverine.
Yes, I keep forgetting that happened. That was my highlight. I know that was the highlight. Well, that's the thing. Yeah. That's the rest of the movie was so good and so much fun. Calverine was just like icing on top. Calverine was easy to forget.
That's like the Thor scene on steroids.
Why am I crying?
Oh, speaking of Deadpool Wolverine, is getting released digitally, I think, in about a couple weeks.
Tomorrow.
Right?
Supposed to be tomorrow. Yep.
And the physical release is coming out, they said near November or October.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
Tomorrow too? Both?
Take my money.
The physical, the Blu-ray and digital is out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Yeah.
Woo!
Crazy.
And then a few weeks later after that, then it'll go to the stream, and then it'll be on Disney Plus.
Oh, it's supposed to be on Disney Plus tomorrow, isn't it?
It'll probably hit Disney Plus.
They have not. They have not announced the Disney Plus release yet.
I want a VHS copy if that rumor was true.
Oh, and just pointing out, since Deadpool Wolverine is coming to digital and physical media, coming as Emerald said tomorrow, or when you're watching this show, probably in the replay, the day you're watching, which is Tuesday, they put out the bye opening for the movie already. It's out high definition because you kind of have to watch it in cam quality. By far and away, hands down, one of their, if not the best opening for an MCU movie. That was just amazing.
That was great.
I saw a video today where that's a 6-year-old joke that finally paid off.
Really?
If you watch, I think it's a deleted scene or it's a post. It's a scene where Deadpool's talking with Celine Dion.
Oh, after that music video, after the Ashes music video,
and he goes, "I should have just hired NSYNC."
That's you're right.
And I forgot about that, and so it's a joke that paid off.
I'm really surprised Bye has not recharted because I'm seeing so many people playing that or dancing to it again.
They changed the music video title, remember? They changed it.
To the official Deadpool and
Wolverine. My 8-year-old plays it like 80 times a day. He learned to dance.
Also, this is
actually good.
This is a common misconception that people get about that intro wrong. That's not Ryan Reynolds dancing. They hired a different person to do that. So the guy that's doing the dancing is not Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds and a stunt double are doing the action scenes. The guy that's dancing is someone totally different. They pulled that guy randomly out of seeing one of his TikTok videos or something like that. Yeah. Honestly,
thank you, thank you, MSK, for ruining the movie magic.
I hate you. I hate you. God, that's why your Lions are trash and they'll never win a Super Bowl. Actually,
and Ryan Reynolds still does not have cancer, so there's that too.
Keep in mind,
yeah,
he did
see,
marry.
That's the problem. Mm-hmm. This is the problem that I have with Deadpool is the fact that Ryan Reynolds plays a cancer patient, but yet he doesn't have cancer. So what the hell is going on, Hollywood? Why don't you have a cancer patient playing Deadpool?
Wait a minute. This man married Blake Lively. Is that not cancer in and of itself?
Oh, come on.
What?
They married on a plantation.
He married a female version of himself.
They're like the best couple in Hollywood. Like because for Hugh Jackman and his wife, I thought were going to be like couple goals, but look how that turned out.
Oh, yeah. Well, Hugh Jackman's wife was a beard, so
you think?
Hopefully not. I don't think so.
I really don't give a shit if he is.
I mean, with his musical theater background, but.
Oh yeah, he looks like he would kind of. He's like the one of those guys where
he's Australian. That's all you need.
If it's revealed that if he's ever gay, I'll be like, you know what? He does pull off the masculine role enough to that point where he looks like, I don't know.
Look at the NFL. The NFL was it 25% of the players are gay in the league.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, Luke Evans did well as Gaston in the Beauty and the Beast live action movie. So,
wait, that was a movie? I thought that was just trash.
He's as gay as a day is long.
If anyone, Beauty and the Beast was one of my favorite classic animated Disney princess movies, and at some point I did watch the live action one. Oh, they just ruin everything. Why do they do it? There's that twist. There's that twist at the end. Why is that even there? That didn't do anything. It's stupid. It's the twist. I almost spoiled for anybody, but buddy, there's a twist at the end. So if you watch the animated classic, it's technically revealed that it's not the beast who's the villain, it's the man they're going after. It's not that. It's another ending after that. So
you're not going to spoil a 10-year-old live action remake.
You know what? I want people.
And who cares if you did?
I want
for a Disney movie.
MSK, you need a little sign that says spoiler alerts, man.
I'm pointing out. I want people to feel how stupid that was because you have to experience it to know how bad it is. But it's fine.
I'm trying to remember what it even was.
Emily's right. We have Snow White with Rachel Zegler. She's gonna conquer cinema, guys. Rachel Zegler, Snow White. So basically, Snow Mexican, Snow Puerto Rican white. I don't even fucking know, honestly. I really don't like Snow White, skin pure as white snow. Let's cast a Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican white,
whose reputation is anything but pure as the driven snow.
Like, I guess people could make arguments for the other ones because, to be fair, they were animated, but that's like so stupid. Like, you can't even cast a white lady to play Snow White, even though it's literally part of her character that she's a white person. It's like, come on, man. Like, they're just doing it just to
What you want to know what's really sad is besides the fact that why would Gal Gadot be jealous of
that's true too.
Rachel
Zegler.
But the whole mirror on the wall, who's the fairest? Well, I'm pretty sure Gal Gadot is fairer of skin than Rachel Zegler.
I know we keep saying that, but didn't they say they changed that line?
Yes, to mean like equitable. It's DEI now.
Oh yeah,
fairness and justice.
I will say this: if you go and watch fortunately for me, I've actually seen all the Snow White movies. Actually, I've seen the animated classic.
I forgot about Mirror Mirror.
Mirror Mirror, honestly, is pretty good. If you go back and rewatch, that's a Snow White remake that I like.
The director is a legend. Tarsem Singh is an absolute legend. They did like The Cell.
Sean, what's up, man? Awesome. Hero Tales Once the Printer. I did back Hero Tales #1. We'll be reviewing it whenever it does get to me. But yeah, it's great to have you guys on.
We need a horror director to do a live action.
A horror director?
A horror director?
Horror.
I'm pretty sure Greta Gerwig is busy.
I'm not fucking Gary. I can say horror.
It always makes me laugh when he was just.
Well, we need a horror director to do, let's say, a remake of the Titanic.
I mean,
they did. Ghost Ship.
True.
I mean, James Cameron's version was bad enough.
I never watched the Titanic, so I'll be honest
but
here.
I won't lie. An actual, I don't want to say an actual historically accurate Titanic would be interesting. because that shit was violent.
You
Like
say historically,
it wasn't
black
just people. The thing is, it wasn't just people. It wasn't just like people drowning and people freezing. Oh no, there was some nasty violence going on, and a lot of the eyewitness accounts had people having their heads caved in with just falling debris. And something that the movie doesn't show is whenever debris hit the seafloor, it floated back up. So a lot of it, so parts of the ship were floating because obviously wood doesn't really sink. So as we could see by that door, a lot of debris was flying up and hitting people as it was surfacing. So an R-rated Titanic would be metal, and I would never want to watch it.
One thing: Rose is a bitch that wouldn't share the plank.
Yeah,
that is a lie that they've disproven. And I'm not talking about MythBusters. I'm talking about James Cameron went back with and actually tested it. And yes,
that's awesome.
He could have been been on it.
Yeah, it's just like a filming mistake, and I don't blame him, but. Yeah,
and then on top of that, she let go. I'll never let go. You let go, bitch.
But then Rose would have to take accountability for hooking up with a lower classman.
True. She threw the diamond in the water, man.
That was so stupid.
I will say this: a movie like the Titanic, even though you know what the ending's like, but to be fair, I always tell people about movies like that. You know the ending, but it's always, how can they show you the part you really want to see? Because everyone would want to watch a movie like that because they want to see how that ship would come down.
You want? Hold on there. Spoiler alert to the audience. The movie ends with the ship sinking. Okay.
How dare you?
God, man. Do you know what's probably even worse? Like not drowning is if you're on a lifeboat and it's freezing like hell in that area that they were in, hoping for someone to come save you. Not apparently there was a rescue boat that did come help them.
But lots of people died waiting to be saved.
Yeah.
A few did freeze to death, yeah. They dumped their bodies overboard and made room for other people who didn't die.
Oh God. That's so bad. Well,
I mean, what else can you do?
No, it's true. I agree, man. Well, speaking of something that actually did die right before our eyes, which was Disney Star Wars, actually. So
that's been dead for years, Jim.
So I have to show you guys this because this is the most funniest thing ever. Okay, so I wanted to see the GoFundMe for the Acolyte season 2, and then the AI overview gave me this. Lucasfilm canceled the Acolyte after 1 season, and there will not be a 2nd season. The show's creator Leslie Headland faced criticism from some quarters who perceived the show as woke. The show also received mixed reviews, with some positive attention, but declining viewership and review bombing. Some said the show's high cost and concept meant it would never drive the viewership needed.
I love how the first thing they mentioned is the show being woke. No, it was just shit. Nobody watched it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. When you have a show, when you have a prestige show, the goal is to get people to subscribe to your streaming service as long as possible in order for you to start and finish the TV show.
Yeah.
Acolyte died on the vine. It did not have a chance. Nobody gives a shit about Disney stuff anymore. They really don't. Like, sure, Inside Out 2 made a bunch of money, but it made a bunch of money at the theater. Nobody's going to be signing up for Disney Plus to watch Inside Out 2 or anything else they do. Disney TV is done. It's dead. Nobody cares except for the people that are just happen to have it on. And I don't know a single person who's actually excited about it except for any Disney TV show except for the corporate shills who need to suck their dick to have access to it.
The thing that I'll bring up here is people have to understand it's about streaming. Streaming, as far as like viewership, does not make money for these companies the way like traditional TV does, and we all know that. We've all talked about that before. So the only way a streaming show survives is if there's 2 factors in. One is if it's actively driving new people to subscribe, because the reason why they dump all this much money to making new movies and TV shows or even animated stuff is because the goal of it, even though you're putting in a lot of money for it, is to drive new people to subscribe. So either it's getting people to subscribe, or it has a large fan base that is actively viewing it consistently. So if it doesn't have either one of those things, then there's no point in keeping it because it's actively not even helping your streaming service. And keep in mind, it's a streaming service TV show that had a $200 million budget thrown on a streaming show. So the only way to make money back off of that is by the subscribers, which is, a culmination of a lot of their content as well. So if that's not even, so if it doesn't even have viewers, then what's the point of keeping it, right? And then you have this fundraiser over here organized by whoever this is.
$10.
This is the funding goal. 180 million. What's that? 180 million.
That's gotta be a
donation.
That has to be a troll. That's gotta be a troll. A troll did this. That's gotta be a troll.
I'm just pointing out.
I believe that it is and is not, because if it is a troll, it's hilarious. If it's not a troll, these people don't actually come out and support any of the shit that they claim.
Proven right here. It's proven right here. Put your money where your mouth is.
Well, also, no. Also, they didn't even come out to watch the Acolyte. They didn't care about the quality. They only cared about what it represented. They didn't actually watch it.
Nobody would seriously ask for that kind of money for this. It's got to be a troll, 100%.
180 million. That's
million.
season 2. That's season 2 on a budget. Remember, the first season cost almost $250 million to make.
230.
Where the fuck did the money
go? Yeah, but all
go?
the sets are now made and have already been destroyed.
All the there were no sets. There was no production value to this.
There was
buildings.
the black screen. No, there was the black green screen where the Jedi tried to jump that one guy. That's where the money went. Darkness.
Imprisoning me.
So I want to point out here the $180 million funding goal. So before this, we had the petition. I'm to be honest here, all that petition stuff people mostly do is none of that means anything. There's maybe one or two that has any relevance to it. Most save the show petition. No, guys, that means nothing at the end of the day. But this is crazy. The fact that it's a $180 million goal and then one person donated. I'm just gonna point out the person that put this together, Rudolph Pipich. I think the only person that donated was him.
Has to be. Gotta get it going somehow.
So what is
if you look, the donation was over a month ago.
If each person donated $2,292, we could have a season 2.
It's a troll. This is a troll.
Oh my god!
This is a troll.
But it doesn't read like. Well, I would believe either way. The people who the real Acolyte fans talk this way.
No,
the Acolyte. No, dues for to know me, Star Wars fans, new and old, to feel seen, to feel welcomed and accepted by an IP and fandom that hadn't previously been so for anyone who didn't check off certain boxes. Like, this sounds like it's exactly how they talk. But I mean, I think you're right.
That's exactly why it's a troll. That's exactly why it's a troll.
I'll say,
that's my point. It's indistinguishable from a troll.
No,
it is so easy to believe.
Well, it's good enough to fool the idiots who would originally say this.
That first line, the first two sentences, it's a troll.
So it's 72,800 people signed a petition on a change.org to renew it. If each person donated $2,292, we could have had a season 2. The Acolyte opened the doors for so many Star Wars fans. That's already a lie.
We already are getting season 2. Chris Gore is making season 2 of The Acolyte, starring Alan Ng as the ghost of Master Soul.
It's just a gender swap X-ray girl.
Oh, God. New and old, to feel seen, to feel welcome and accepted by an IP and fandom that hadn't previously been so for anyone who didn't check off certain boxes. Hypothetically, just for argument's sake, let's say this is not a troll. This is stupid. Guys, people listen to me, please. Star Wars is a franchise that has dudes hitting each other with their lightsabers in space, wearing robes, talking about being part of a cult, being part of Jedi where they can't have sex with women. Okay? They're aliens. Okay? There's a guy called Darth Vader. There's a guy called fucking hell. There's Darth Maul. There's so much.
Is that Darth Hale?
There's a guy called Qui-Gon Jinn. Guys, understand this, please. This is not real life. You don't have to identify with Darth Maul or an alien, okay? Or Sidious. None of you can identify with Sidious unless you're actually just dementally insane.
But none of these people are old and wrinkly. They're all young, purple-haired. They can identify because they're not old and wrinkly.
But they're just as disgusting and just as evil and just as genocidal.
Like, this is so stupid. This is the thing where it's like, well, this fandom would previously be turned up by people that didn't check the box or whatever. For some reason, people genuinely think that the franchise only just had straight white men and nobody else, man. What about, I don't know, Mace Windu? What about Lando?
Hey, who voiced Darth Vader? James Earl Jones, a black man.
Crazy.
Parents man from the Field of Dreams himself.
And we had friggin' C-3PO, who is definitely a homosexual.
We did have that.
Has that been confirmed, or is that a shipping? He's at least British.
So he's British, and there's usually a pretty good overlap there. So,
okay, I see where it's going with that. Not only that, but the Acolyte became a beacon for representation that many fans have felt was lacking in the Star Wars universe for decades.
Again, but that line alone is peak Disney Acolyte fan. Again, I think this is. I agree, Darnell. This is a troll. However, shit like that sentence is exactly Acolyte fandom, because it's always, because every single thing is the first thing since the last thing. So they love the diversity, equity, and inclusion of, like, Ahsoka or something. It's the first time we've seen this, that, or the next thing on screen. We finally feel seen. We finally feel seen with our identity. And then the next thing comes around. They forget the previous thing existed. You could set your watch by it. That sentence alone that makes me think this is real, but it's not.
That whole to be the first thing is a very juvenile thought process.
Yeah,
as a kid, I just want to be the first everything. I want to be the first guy from down here to play basketball. I want to be the first this. Once you got older, I realized that's not important anymore.
Yeah, you're not even anything. Yep. Well, it's so interesting because being first is not necessarily it doesn't add value anymore to anything in the world right now, because it doesn't matter if something else did the technology first. You can always the person who makes it makes the best version of it. Because, for instance, the iPhone that was the first time that a smartphone like that had ever existed, but Android existed. And then a bunch of other companies did it better, and I think Android outsells iPhone like crazy. They don't really. Okay,
no. iPhone is the highest selling phone brand in the world.
Okay, but still, people
but iPhone wasn't the first smartphone.
It wasn't the first smartphone, really.
No, first smartphone was an IBM Simon. I haven't heard of that, but
I didn't know that. Interesting.
But
people still make it better.
The thing with being first, like you guys mentioned, you'll be the most remembered though. Think of it like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'll use an example. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Who remembers an IBM Simon?
Because even though Mighty Morphin Power Rangers isn't technically the best season, if you look at Power Rangers throughout the many seasons that come through, it is the first one, right? Yeah. So that people are thinking, if I'm the first one, I'll be the most recognizable. I'll be the only one remembered in this category. But Darnell, what do you want to say?
I was actually going to go do the phone thing, but kind of opposite what Strider said. How iPhone's getting the AI now. Everyone with Samsung phones have been like, we've been having it for years. Like, yeah, you had it first. And just in my experiences, iPhone's doing it better. And again, in my experience, the way I like a phone to work,
he's Team Apple. We lost
iPhone comes out with something second. People are like, they've been having it forever. Yeah, but this is more streamlined and just an easier, user interface, in my opinion.
Sure. That was my original point. It's not whoever does it first nowadays. It's whoever does it best. Right. So same thing of video game consoles, because Nintendo is Nintendo. It's not making as much. It's not making near as much money as like PlayStation or Xbox, because I don't really know why. I can't imagine why, but Nintendo doesn't make video games. They make Nintendo games, as the side scrollers is always fond of reminding us. They do well in their own bubble, and they don't try to expand beyond that. When they do, they get hit like crazy. But that's why Xbox and PlayStation are all kind of struggling, because PlayStation has very few games, and their consoles are ridiculously expensive. Nintendo, what was the Switch? $400? What are they wanting for the PS5 Pro now? $800? Are you fucking kidding me? Same thing, Xbox.
No. It was it's insane. It's $700 for a PS5 Pro.
Yeah, but after attacking the things you need to buy, it's $1,000.
Yeah.
But also, I don't really think I would say the Switch is competing with them because most people they own a Switch and something else. They either own a PC or other console.
Yeah, and like
it's $200.
Nintendo.
But the point is, people are not picking one or the other. Well, I think people have a much greater brand loyalty to Nintendo because eventually, you're just buying a Nintendo game, whereas PlayStation, it'll be wait a year, it'll be on Steam.
Nintendo figured out how to do what they're doing well.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what? We're just gonna keep doing that. We're comfortable. We're making a comfortable amount of profit.
Well,
we're good.
You know who Nintendo's competition is, right?
Themselves.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Essentially always have
because they don't make the latest and greatest. They innovate with different ideas, and you want to know what? Not use the strongest, newest item like Sony and Xbox is doing. They know what they are. And they know who their audience is, so they're going to innovate. That's why Nintendo Wii even existed. It was innovation. It was to use some newer technology and putting it in the hands of the consumer.
Yeah.
With both creators and actors that truly understood the world of Star Wars, the Acolyte quickly became a fan favorite because of the clear passion and love shown in the work and the drive to give us something new and fresh to fall in love with. New characters,
that
new
Knights of the Old Republic did better 24 years ago. Fuck off.
That still existed within the same galaxies we cherish, regardless of the orchestrated review bombing by a small faction of loud trolls and all of the other obstacles this show had to face straight out the gate. It trended repeatedly throughout and after the show aired.
Negatively.
It has trending. Go ahead.
Trending does not necessarily mean positive. It's been trending as some kind of positive, and that trending is a good thing. No, it was not trending for the good reason.
I was looking at the because that's the thing. You can kind of judge this by how people go out on Twitter. Unlike Instagram and Facebook, where everything is algorithmed to you, even down to the damn comment section, which infuriates me. Yeah, you can actually see organically things unfold on Twitter. So if you go to the magnifying glass, you can see what's trending. You can also switch to with the top comments or the newest comments. I always go to the newest comments and scroll down a few pages and see what people are saying. Granted, it's not exhaustive, but you still get a better idea of what people are saying. And nearly all of them for the Acolyte, yes, it may have been trending, but it was all negative. Every single one of it was negative until the end episode. Everyone's like, "This was amazing. This is so good." Like, it wasn't. Shut up.
The argument that I would give to that is the whole all publicity is good publicity thing. They think just because you're trending, that means it's good to be at that point. It's like, no, not all publicity is good publicity. It's actually negative.
If you know how to turn it into good publicity.
That's true.
These people clearly do not know how to turn it into good publicity.
No.
Lord. It has a very dedicated fan base. I guess
they do. It is a dedicated fan base, but they're crazy people. They've not replaced
those
the Raylos.
20 people are very dedicated.
20 people.
They're now
they don't spend their time supporting things.
Yep.
Willing to fight for its continuation. It's a story that deserves to be told. No, she had her chance. Okay, so hypothetically, let's say it's not a troll. This lady had this one shot to do this, and it failed. And none of you showed up anyway. I still fail to understand this argument with this show. Because these people always say that you should believe the media and blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, listen to me. Not you guys, don't listen to the show. The media told you show's canceled because it has nobody watching it. That's the reason. Not because like Gary or Ryan or Jeremy makes videos saying they obviously dislike it. That has no impact, okay? Nothing. Because if that were true, why did this happen with Ahsoka, which is getting a season 2? Why does this not apply the other way? Ahsoka is getting a season 2. It apparently did have enough viewership to maybe sustain itself. As far as like at least maybe if it doesn't drive the subscriber base, maybe it had a viewership base that was there. Because if that doesn't apply for the Acolyte, why would that apply for the ones that did get renewed? Or Mandalorian?
It's getting a season 2.
It's because the dog fucker is obsessed with his baby. That's the Ahsoka.
Maybe that's the reason.
Which is why I'm kind of surprised that the Rey movie is being delayed. Like we all know that's just the kiss of death for Lucasfilm. But like Rey was Kathleen Kennedy. Rey was Rey was Kathleen Kennedy's Ahsoka. I mean, she was pushed for every fucking thing, and I'm surprised that that's actually turns out. It seems like it's not going through. I'm really surprised
because Rey is the ultimate self-insert.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, yeah, and with that in mind, yeah, she wants Rey to be the new Luke Skywalker.
Failed miserably. And then it didn't help that Mrs. Danky, I hate men. I make men uncomfortable. Watch my movie because it's representation and blah blah blah. All this same bullshit.
To make men. I like to make movies where I make men feel uncomfortable.
How about this? How about get in the kitchen, make me some curry? You sound like you can make some.
Dude, her people work at 7-Eleven. God, man.
Or try to scam me, asking me my cause extended warranty.
Hey, do not disrespect the tiki masala, okay?
Hey, put the
I love tiki masala and butter chicken.
There's only one question I need answered. Was I able to answer your question successfully and help you on with your problem?
Do not redeem. Do not redeem.
Yes, I've seen those videos. I love it. I want to know what they're doing because they don't really go into a whole lot of detail, and I don't really understand what's happening.
They're trying to scam people into giving them gift cards. Yep. And then if the user redeems the gift card, they take all the money that's in the account, which includes the Indian scammers' money.
Oh, that's awesome. That's hilarious.
But I will say, I did try out. I had 7-Eleven before I went to work this morning, and I got the beef tacos, the little small ones, like 10 for $3. I don't know what they put in them, but they had crack in those little small mini tacos. They were so
taking your life in your own hands with that one, but yeah, sure.
Hey. $10 mini taco, $3 mini tacos, 10 of them. Oh my god, dude! It must have been crack because
y'all see the movie that came out called Crack Raccoon.
What?
So every black person in the hood,
like Cocaine Bear.
Sounds racist.
I think it's on Shudder, or what's the other horror streaming service?
I don't know. There was one,
but it's Crack Raccoon.
I think that's just another racial slur.
That sounds like the new. That sounds like the hit new film. That sounds like the hit new film from Spike Lee.
Screenbox. Crack Raccoon.
No. That's not the title.
It's not Crack Raccoon.
That's not the title. That's not the title.
I am not saying that.
Read out the full title. Go on, do it.
MSK, you're the only one who's allowed to.
You're part black and you're from New Orleans. Who can do it?
Right? Coon Raccoon?
Just by virtue of living near New Orleans, you're automatically black. Come on.
I think I have enough black inside of me to say it, right?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure I've had enough black inside of me to say it, right?
Yeah. Oh. Nice.
I don't even know what's going on with
MSK,
you guys anymore.
Read the title.
Come on, W man, don't cancel me.
I just got started. Score again, and it's score now 41-27.
I haven't even got started yet. Don't start to the end of this month. Next month.
Wait. When does Joker? Oh, Joker 2 comes out this week. I thought it already came out, honestly.
Already?
We blocked that out of my mind.
I watched a video from Gary, and it is getting shit on.
I would imagine
IGN gave it a 5, and IGN never gives
IGN shills hard. See, that's the thing. If IGN says there's a problem with it, that's a problem because IGN shills for everything.
Gary's like, I bet it's a 7. They never get anything lower than a 7. It's a 5.
But and that's the thing too, is people got to factor in reviewers like them are shills, but the industry usually allows them to have that one thing they can give a bad review on. And they put it on Joker 2. So if they're wasting their only one freebie on Joker 2.
Or that means Joker 2 is actually really good, but not in the way they like it.
Sure.
Well, don't worry. They will bring they'll bring the metal detectors back out again for the release of Joker 2.
It was a boring court procedural that just did not work. Like it was written by people who didn't know what they were doing.
Which is surprising. Didn't Todd Phillips write this too?
Yeah.
Damn. I need to watch the first one. I never got around to seeing it.
It's not worth the
I accidentally went in a Joker costume because my theater didn't post the notice you can't do that.
Even watching it on the high seas, I wouldn't do because it's not a good movie.
I enjoyed it despite its flaws, but I don't think it just needs a sequel though. A movie like that is a fine one and done kind of thing, like a DC Black Label movie. That's what I would kind of consider that, right? I like barring the flaws I have with it, which are pretty glaring. I wouldn't say it was. People are calling it a masterpiece. I was like, no, it's on its best day. even when I did review it, I think when I gave ratings to it, I think I gave it like an 7 out of 10.
And it was supposed to be one and done. It was supposed to be one and done.
But when your movie hits $1 billion off a $20 million budget,
well, he supposedly said again, this is it. He's not making another one.
Yeah.
Well, he's obviously not now if it's not that good.
Oh no! Like
isn't this one going to like a $300,000 budget?
They haven't revealed it yet. They're probably not though.
I could have sworn another movie that was supposed to be a one and done was actually Back to the Future.
Yep. Back to the Future.
Yeah, and it ended up being the greatest trilogy of all time.
And because they really because the studio said, well, we're going to make it with or without you. So you can either be on board, and he ended up making, a great trilogy.
Yeah, just kick ass.
I checked right now. I'm glad Arza told me. The first, because I'm just going to contrast this really quickly. The first film, I remember, was like a $30 million budget. I remember. This one is $200 million. Wow. This is why Warner Brothers is stupid. If they made that much money with the first one, sorry, I was wrong.
$55 million budget.
Yeah, so they corrected it. It's around 55 to 70 million, and it took in $1.79 billion, obviously $1 billion. Obviously, that's crazy. Why? Just for the life of me.
So much money.
Just make the movie off this around. Just do like a $90 million budget. Why would this?
Why do you need that much on a Joker movie?
I was about to say
Joker has This should have almost no effects in it. And I should remind you, Godzilla -1,
they did it
$12 million
to pay for the rights to the 15 songs. I bet they used.
Oh,
but
yeah,
who owns most of those songs? Lady Gaga, the
Lady
star
Gaga.
of the movie.
She probably got paid.
No. It's like a who's who of was it 90s?
It's a lot of 70s stuff, I think.
Yeah, 70s. That's it.
Okay,
which honestly, like licensing music, especially popular stuff, that is expensive. Like they did that with The Office all the time, and I remember listening to The Office ladies break down how much.
Wait, hold up.
$50,000 for the right for one song to sing 30 seconds of it or to mention it by name. Yeah. It was nuts.
The movie Moulin Rouge, which was the same style of movie and had nothing but high-ranking songs, only had a budget of $50 million.
Yeah, but this is also 25 years ago.
But also, it was during it was also kind of in between Star Wars films, so the actors probably worked for much less because we had Nicole Kidman, who I don't think she'd earned much of an Oscar at that point. A lot of people who weren't all that famous, and Ewan McGregor had done Star Wars, but I mean that was kind of in between episodes 2 and 3, I think.
And that movie came out before they started that whole on fucking. I'm watching a show on TV. If I got a Nike logo, they're gonna blur it out.
Wow.
Nike wants money for their logo.
All I know is by and large, most movie musicals really don't do well.
No,
it's never been a profitable genre. I think the highest grossing musical was at a point in movie theaters where, like the usual lasting time was like 3-4 months. Actually, now what's the last musical I think the last musical I watched was In the Heights back in 2021.
Oh, I forgot that existed. Last one I watched was La La
musicals
Land.
Make their money back on disc sales when people buy the albums.
Yeah,
so people don't buy albums anymore.
And the thing is, a lot of it is not. It's not necessarily original music anymore either. It's covers of a bunch of shit. So I think or samples, yeah. Like Moulin Rouge they were covering a lot of songs. It's a great soundtrack though. But like La La Land and In the Heights, that was kind of the only one with original. And really, In the Heights is an adaptation of a Broadway play, so it's not exactly coming up with new stuff. And again, I think the last true musical we've got. It was Lin-Manuel Miranda. So it's his, and he directed it too. So it's his thing. But I think the last true musical we've gotten was La La Land, because that was an original soundtrack that didn't sample anything except for a song that was kind of used as a joke. That's it. It was a great soundtrack too. Really sad movie.
The thing I wanted to bring up was that if they found that they made this much money, because Joker essentially you would think could sell himself, right? Joker's that popular of a character. But if they made the movie, the previous one, for like $55 to $70 million, you don't need to add in like a 2 times budget to that. Maybe make like $90 million. How did it balloon from That's where the sequel is going to be at. Now, the sequel's rumored budget is $200 million. Keep in mind, this is before marketing too. So this thing has to hit around $900 million to be a profitable venture. $900 million. I'm probably lowballing that too with, all the hands in the cookie jars too, like the theaters get their cuts worldwide and distribution costs and all that other nonsense we all know about. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, this is the reason why this company has money problems. They're stupid. They're just dumb.
Well, there's only three well-known actors in that too. It's Lady Gaga, Joaquin Phoenix, Brendan Gleeson, and Zazie Beetz. Those are the only 4 people I know. I don't know anyone else in that cast list. Oh, you're right, Emily. I saw the trailer for Nosferatu just dropped too.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I'm excited.
No, apparently Todd Phillips is following his good first movie, shitty second, The Hangover, shitty second, Hangover 2. He's apparently following his.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
we're gonna get a Joker 3, the final countdown.
The final countdown over again, but in a different city.
They should have taken this budget and put it like a Scarecrow movie.
That'd be cool.
They need to not put money in anything. They need to hire the best accountant in the world and
just make it.
No, just tell them no. Hey, I want to do a movie about Barbara Gordon having a period for $100 million.
But if she's hot, it's fine.
Sure.
No.
Well, here's the thing. You want to know? You could do it for Joker. You could do that for a lot of Batman villains. True. A ton of them.
You just go for Riddler. Yeah.
You could Riddler would be easy. Mm-hmm. Riddler would be a cinch. Same thing with even Clayface, for God's sake. I mean, just adapt Batman villains to have their own films. Make it on a shoestring budget. The comic book fans would love it.
As long as it's not a prequel.
As long as it's not a prequel, just make it in the same style as Joker. Let's look at these people, because a lot of the Batman, half the reason that Batman is so popular is because his rogues gallery is like god tier. There are some not just really cool powered people, some really cool characters, some very unique individuals with some interesting stories you could tell. Clayface would be awesome, like a failed actor who has trouble adapting to himself as a role, but now he's got no choice but to adapt to everybody else. What would that do to your psyche? That would go insane. They did that actually somewhat with Sylar, and I think season 3 of Heroes, where he got what's the word I'm looking for? The changing his appearance ability, shape-shifting ability. God, I'm tired. And it had a couple episodes where it really messed with him. He's like, who the hell am I? What am I really if I can become anybody? Like, that's interesting. What that with Clayface. That was Sylar. After he got the shapeshift, I don't remember who he got it from. He got a shape-shifting ability. And he started playing around with his identity and started dealing with some things with his mother and kind of turning into her and having arguments with himself. It was really interesting. I know a lot of people didn't like that, but I loved it. But do that. Yeah, same thing with Riddler. How does a guy get nuts enough to start like messing with people and having them solve impossible riddles? Or you could do the
procedural with Victor Zsasz as the villain.
Yes. Oh my God.
Hunting down Zsasz.
That would be so cool.
And the budget would be minute because none of those characters require practical or animated effects.
Yep. Or effects at all.
Again, the same video with Neurotic. They say would have been a good Joker movie is you have Joker the protagonist. Like it's seen from his point of view, and Batman is the dick in the movie because he keeps ruining all of his plans. That would be a good movie to watch. I'd be something that'd go.
Arkham Origins.
Yeah, like have it like it's from the view of the bad guys, and have whoever's like fucking Robert Pattinson show up and just foil all of his shit the whole movie and be like, and it's not misunderstood bad guy. They're still the bad guys, but Batman's the dick in the movie who is ruining their plans.
I just want a Batman scene.
That's what Suicide Squad tried to do. The first one with Jared Leto. They tried to do that. It failed miserably. And I want to see the David Ayer cut because I saw the DNA of a good fucking movie in that, but it just failed. But they had a little bit of that. And that was actually kind of the most interesting part about it. They have Harley Quinn being saved by Batman and being abandoned by her pudding. So that's kind of fun. So let's just see more of that. I am kind of tired. I'd love to see more DC villains properly adapted with some good writing and some good performances behind it. Like Penguin's doing gangbusters. People are saying the first episode was amazing. Second episode's perfect. I can't like they're good. It seems like it's only going to go up from here.
There's one issue with Penguin that I've been trying to get people to know about because I don't think anyone saw this. But at the very end of the episode, they did an interview with a bunch of the cast. And in it, the showrunner said the reason people have a problem with Sophia, the Arkham Asylum inmate who killed 6 women, is because misogyny.
Are you?
She says the reason why the Falcones are uncomfortable around Sophia Falcone isn't because she's an insane schizophrenic murderer. It's because of misogyny. And I haven't heard anyone discuss this interview yet. I've pinged every single major YouTuber, but no one. I'm too small to get attention.
Come the fuck on. Well, here's the thing. They could also be doing it because they filmed that way before. They could also be doing that like they did with House of the Dragon, where Steve Toussaint had to open up his big fucking mouth and be like, "Oh, they're not going to like me because I'm black in this role and white people." Like, shut the fuck up. And then we actually watched it and it was great. And him and having Valarians be black fit the story. He shut right up. Immediately he shut right up and hadn't said another word about that since then because people didn't give a shit. It actually worked for the story. They struck. I mean, that was lightning a lightning strikes chance of that happening, and they succeeded. And they did it actually pretty well. But it could just be. I don't think that it could just be that they didn't expect it to do well, so they're hiding behind the representation veneer like they always fucking do. But now it's actually getting some press, it's actually getting some good reviews, and some kids being really well received. They're going to back off on that real quick.
I want to,
because that's what HBO does. They're smart enough to read the room and be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this anymore.
I do want to grab this really quickly because I probably should have commented on this, and I probably should do these more often because usually when I comment on people's posts really quickly, I get all the juicy clout, all the clout. I love it. So Vera Dark, as we know her, at first you guys know her. She made a tweet last night,
I would love
I didn't even disagree with what she said. She had a tweet that actually made the internet explode.
If this tweet makes you mad, then you are the reason this tweet is needed.
All right, so I can't. Maybe she took it down because it was getting too much. Maybe people were saying she was like death threats, whatever. But it doesn't matter because someone screenshot it to be able to do a reply. I'm not pinching to that weirdo right now. This was her tweet last night. Gaming journos should be required to live stream / upload a complete unedited playthrough of a game on their socials in order to continue receiving review codes from publishers. This allows the audience to see their authentic reactions and ensures transparency. It also holds journalists accountable, ensuring they actually play the entire game before writing and releasing a review.
I actually don't have a problem with that.
I'm completely okay with that.
Don't have a problem with that either.
But
there's always that but. This exploded so bad last night. So to be fair, if she was randomly getting death threats and delete that tweet, I'd probably understand it. Oh my god, that thing had like 500,000 views on it within like an hour. Holy shit, this blew up on people because gaming journals have to realize you're irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. You're just corporate butt-licking assholes. This guy,
I haven't read IGN or Kotaku or any gaming website except to laugh at them. You know who I trust for my reviews? Critical fucking Drinker. Not neurotic.
Europeans? But you trust Europeans?
I trust Az. The guy knows his shit. Mahler. I trust those guys with my reviews because they actually give a damn about the medium. And even Stuttering Craig, for God's sake, the guy doesn't really game a whole lot because he does his own thing. But I like Blabs' taste, and she's the kind of the one who saw through the Hogwarts Legacy bullshit from the very beginning. But there are people whose tastes match mine, and I'll watch them. And I'd rather give my support, my watch time to them so that they can be monetized for it. I'm not paying for Kotaku. I'm not paying for IGN or The Gamer or PC Gamer or anything because I don't trust them. I trust people like Vera to tell me if something's good or not.
Or do you trust?
I just want to point out, this person says every publisher on Earth would go absolutely mental if you even suggested uploading the whole game online. Who the fuck doesn't upload whole gameplay playthroughs online?
Like
they're everywhere.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Streamers do this all the time. Rags right now is in the middle of playing like part 4 of Star Wars Outlaws. He goes on for hours. Same thing with Mauler is only doing the same thing. It's not hard to do if you are actually, I don't know, if you're maybe good at video games or if you maybe at least know what you're doing.
A Goldfish beat Elden Ring.
I think, to be fair, number 2, if it's like a review before the game comes out, yeah, it kind of ruins the whole game if they post the whole video of the entire game.
Which I get that, but you still need to prove your credentials. Yeah. And honestly, here's the thing. Yeah, and I do completely agree. I mean, a lot of these games are like 40, 50, 60 hours long, and especially but some of them also aren't, like 10 to 20. You could probably beat it in a week. And if you have an advanced copy, then and there's a review embargo, you could probably bang it out pretty easily.
Yeah.
Just maybe the thing is, you could this isn't a job. What Vera does, what Vera and Az and Mahler do, that is a job, because you were playing this game for hours, and it is proven that you're spending all this time on this game for hours. Same thing as Az. His Starfield rant came in within 21 hours of the game, of probably like an 80-90 hour Starfield game, a Bethesda game. That is no small feat. But the fact that he streamed like 21 hours of it, I mean, he's got more credibility than half of these yahoos, because he's actually playing the damn thing and he knows what he's looking at. These people
let's put it this way. It's the game journals that are going out there and complaining that they need easy modes.
Yep.
That's true.
You're exactly right, Daxon. Our Mahler's reaction to Jabba was hilarious. I have not seen him lose his shit that much since the Isle of Man flag. That was fantastic.
Here was one of them. Here was a black guy, so obviously his opinion doesn't mean anything. So there are 0 YouTubers I know, okay, so obviously small sample size, that receive game codes that upload entire playthrough at release, which is not true. That is not true. And people say, but they upload it a week later. Doesn't matter. That doesn't change any context, really. It doesn't matter. This is complete nonsense from someone that has no clue. Oh, yeah, because you have to have that industry access to have a clue. All she basically said, and to be fair, if you read the tweet, it's not bad. All she basically said was, hey, prove you actually know what the fuck you're talking about, if you're going to have a trusted opinion about this stuff. And then everyone just melted down. Okay, so if you are someone that she's not talking about, you would have no reason to get mad, right? You would have no reason to get mad, right? If you're actually doing it authentically, you're not doing it to just suck off whatever game company, you're fine. Why do people that don't do that feel the need to go out and defend people that obviously do that? Why? What do you gain out of defending people that are clearly being fake?
Well, here's the interesting part about it. None of these people offer any kind of solutions, offer any kind of alternatives. It's always like, nope, you're wrong. Shut up. Stop it. You don't know what you're talking about. How about, because here's what is she actually asking? What is she actually positing that you do? Prove you played the game. Prove you played enough of it to give a good review. Mm-hmm. But none of them are saying, hey, maybe I don't really know about that, but maybe we could do this instead. Because what is she saying? Because what is ultimately she saying? Trust in these game journalists is subterranean. Nobody believes that they actually play the game. Nobody believes they like video games, because they shit on gamers every chance they get. They are an unreliable reviewer. So what she's saying is find a way to get people's trust again. And honestly, any legitimate gaming news site, gaming review site should follow this advice at least to some extent. Prove that you people actually like what they're reviewing and like the community that they're in.
What do you mean, you people?
Job. I don't know. I don't really know anymore. I don't just whatever pronoun you have working for you. But
you people means nothing nowadays.
It does, yeah.
The other kind of funny joke. I get review codes from all of the big gaming publishers, and absolutely none of them allow or want you to upload a whole playthrough on release day. If this is true, they need to then strike down all the people that do it. Then if that's really true, all the people that do that, because I know we've all watched playthroughs of shit before. I've done it. Everyone does it. People still do it. It's a very big thing you can do. All the gaming companies can strike them down then. That's something that they don't want you to do, right? This is ridiculous. You have no idea what you're talking about. This and
an easy way to get around that.
Obviously 50-50, because people like this, if they're in the industry, will always have shills on their accounts. The real reason is that game journalists are lazy fucks who don't even want to play the games they review. Yep. Why do you think they keep begging for easy mode? you haven't looked enough. Then what it actually is the YouTubers who find ways to get the games early, like buying it on AUS accounts and no life it as fast as they can. These are the people doing that. How does she not get this? Yeah, it doesn't work that way at all. Keep in mind, why doesn't it work that way though? Why can't things ever change?
Well, and on top of it, they said person with no life. Well, except for one thing with these game journos, that is their job. That is their job they're supposed to be doing. So
these aren't our words. These are their words. They say it's their job, and they think that because it's their job that they have somehow earned some sort of respect when they absolutely haven't. A shitty plumber is a shitty plumber, no matter who he's employed by. Your pipe's still leaking, buddy. Stop it up and do your job.
Hey, don't talk about my wife that way. This guy says, I'm not at all shocked. Someone who makes 10 videos a week about 3 pixels of cleavage being censored with that same fucking frumpy look on her face in the thumbnail wouldn't know how any of this works.
Well done, journos. You're doing ad hominem attacks, you pieces of shit.
Go down to the next comment.
This one?
Oh, yep, that one.
How do you even pronounce that? Explain why McNice and Fire as full walkthrough of games the day they're out, then lol. You are one as no clue, my friend.
He's saying that he's giving a person who does that. Saying the guy's wrong, she's right.
This is the other thing too that I hate when people do this argument. It's always been a decent little pet peeve of mine when people say you don't know how the industry works. Keep in mind, I'm not supposed to. I don't work for them. I'm just a fan doing this stuff. Where does that come from? People say you don't know how it works. I don't want to. Well, to be fair, we have to kind of know when we do the shows, obviously. But keep in mind, we're doing this stuff as fans. Or people say it with this is another thing that happens with Gary and all those guys too. There's another argument people throw on Twitter, which is like, well, they don't know how the Hollywood industry works. We're not supposed to. We're just dudes talking to each other. We're just
but they do know because they're all worked in the every single person on Friday Night Tights just about has worked in the Hollywood industry.
Or some level of sphere.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't even matter if you have or have not. The end product will speak for itself, and the end product has spoken volumes about the people behind it. If not for the people behind it who can't shut their fucking mouths. But the thing is, it doesn't matter if the game is. It's all bullshit. Gatekeeping is what it is. It's all this elitist attitude. It's like, oh, you little peon, you don't know what you're doing. Leave it to the professionals. Like,
well, actually.
Yeah, actually, bitch, half of these people have a viewership that is twice the viewership of your entire fucking site. These people have fans that will give them money to give them a review, who will send super chats like crazy, earn more than any of these people do in more than a month than any of these people will earn in 6. Shut up. Don't demonize fans.
I want to point out, she also gave many examples. She did, to be fair, she's had some interesting takes, so to speak, but she's pointed out plenty of, how would I say it? She's pointed out plenty of people that do it, actually. Plenty of people that do it. Here's examples, because people say, show me the examples that she's showing. Well, I'll show you them right now. Just give me 1 sec. All right, we have them right here. Okay, there you go. Come on. People said, show me a person that does it. Come on. They didn't say how many. They just said, show me a person that does it. He does it. This is 6 days ago.
Interesting. It's a fighting game too. That's not going to be very hard.
You know,
the story for Chaos Reigns was probably 4 hours long with all the fights.
There's another person, uploaded the entire playthrough of the new Zelda game, or it's a Dead Rising. Doesn't matter. They probably the new Zelda game that came out for the Switch has probably had the whole playthrough uploaded already. How many examples we got to do? Everyone who plays games knows this. This is not a secret.
How dare people expect game journalists and reviewers to actually play the game? I mean, how incredibly stupid are people?
Here's the thing. They're doing it for fun, and they're making a living without even trying. These people have to try. These people have to put those YouTubers down in order to make themselves feel relevant. That should tell you something about how healthy their industry supposedly is and how much their presence is supposedly needed. When all you got to do is go to a YouTuber that you trust with taste that you somewhat align with, and with priorities that you may have, which a lot of people have priorities because these people have upwards to 500,000 subscribers who will maybe actively give them money. I don't know, make money in super chats, but like these people, they make probably less than minimum wage trying to play video games for a failing publication and failing at even that. you've lost credibility.
It's crazy when a woman doesn't align with their point of view. That girl is treated as no better than a guy, because there was a bunch of people. I don't watch the content that much, though. I do remember from the Yu-Gi-Oh controversy a long time ago. I remember. So she plays games on her thing. The guy said, "You don't play any games." You can just easily verify this if you just go to her channel.
But that takes effort.
Oh, forgot. Yeah, you're right. Fuck
I'm a games journalist. It's hard.
And he's obviously got the rapid knees.
You're about to get cooked.
Playing games. Oh, here we go. Move those goalposts, motherfucker. No, playing games to hate them because they have pronouns is pretty sad.
Oh my god.
Move the goal. That's not what you said. You said you don't play games, and now you're saying you don't play games the right way.
Well,
Fuck you. That's what these
well,
people always
actually,
do.
what I said was
There you go. Then she doesn't enjoy them and only wants the grift money. Which is it, bitch?
Hey, why do journalists review games? For money.
Yeah. Yeah. They get advertising money on their websites.
Remember what I brought up earlier. It never applies the other way. It only applies in a forward-thinking way. Like, I've noticed this with girl franchises more than guys. If a prominent male character is swapped with a girl, everyone goes, "You should only accept it if its story's good." Why does that never apply if a main girl of a main story is swapped? What if a girl of a main of her own franchise is swapped with a guy? Nobody advocates for like that. That was probably the right idea.
They did that. It was called The Last of Us Part 2, and it was fucking awful.
Right. That never applies the other way. It only applies one way. Things of like this. She doesn't enjoy. How do you even know this? How do you random fucking guy?
John's Longbox brought up a good point, though. Do we really give two shits what any fucking journalist says?
No, we don't. But we give a shit that they're using their influence to shit on other people because they're just being greedy, and they're just being greedy bastards who just want to slice the pie of a drastically thinning herd when it comes to the gaming industry.
Looks on a fucking
I like that.
But also, can we just retire the use of the word grifter because it doesn't mean anything anymore?
It means nothing. It literally means nothing.
It means the same thing as it's as meaningful as fascist. It's pointless now.
Yeah, it's like fascist, Nazi, communist. I mean, at this point, it doesn't mean anything.
I think Jeremy had one down here where he told the guy, he said, "Just do better."
Nice. Well, it's funny. You want a good example of a grifter? Watch. Oh my god, I'm blanking. With Robert Redford and
I was seeing Kamala Harris as a grifter, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, what is a grifter? You are stealing money. You are stealing people's money and possessions through an elaborate ruse. That's what a grift is.
Yep.
This is not a grift. People are sending this very dark. So Democrats.
Oh, and I found a tweet, and we had the follow-up parts to it too. So you guys remember the first part that we already went over. Here's the other part. The other part is I hold myself to these standards. It's why I stream most major game releases, even if I have no hype for them at all, like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, Flintlock, Concord, etc. Then you can also see if games are so broken I can't complete them. Star Wars Outlaw. It's important to see genuine, unedited opinions. If journos were forced to follow these standards, people would trust them a hell of a lot more. Also, I want people to understand what she said here. That's a lot of people are just glancing over. She's even reviewing games that people think are going to be bad. That means she at least understands and knows this. You're not going to be reviewing a good game every single time. You're not. It's just how the nature of that works. Mm-hmm. But you still have to do it if you really like doing this, because it's just the name of the game. You're going to have some good stuff and some bad stuff and some just plain mediocre stuff. She also said, some people are missing the point. They get codes weeks in advance. That's true. Ooh. These people are acting like they get the code the fucking review week. It's not true. They have it way in advance.
And they're claiming it can't be done. Bullshit. Do your fucking job.
But then leaking the content isn't a problem. So why would hitting the record button change that? They should obviously withhold their playthrough upload until release. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Just link it in their articles to provide transparency. Yeah. Because people are calling journals bought and paid for shills. If they did this,
they are.
It'd be hard to debate that if you actually did this. I'm not saying they all have to be content personalities, but if they're already playing through it, just record it. There's tons of channels on YouTube who upload no commentary runs. Yeah, the Batman Arkham stuff. Remember, the people that upload Batman Arkham commentary, like, if I take any hit, I start over.
Yeah.
You have seen that before. Yeah. I don't think I'll be honest here, she's got some interesting takes, so to speak. I don't agree with all of them, obviously. It's self-explanatory. But This one's not bad. This is a completely fine, rational take for transparency. People want to believe journalists again. They should probably be transparent in what they actually are showing you. Doesn't matter who it is, girl, guy, he, she, it, they, you know.
I guarantee you they're going to start moving the goalposts. We don't get them weeks in advance. We get them 1 week in advance or 2 weeks in advance, sometimes 10 days. We don't get them a whole week in advance.
This one right here.
Okay.
You don't
right.
You can't post an entire playthrough. We have 2 days to play, record the entire fucking time you played, and post that.
Or just a little bit of it. You even not even 5 hours, an hour. What does it kill you to record an hour of footage and put it out? You know? Okay, WZ, he's out of his mind. You don't always get review code weeks in advance. Oh, okay. I would allege that not every game has went through that. That doesn't change the point. I've had instances where I've had 2 days before the content is due. You're massively oversimplifying it. That's just, oh my God. Okay, things happen.
So then you upload 2 days of gameplay. Again, proving that you've played it.
You don't even need to upload the entire thing. Just upload the last mission. Because you can't get to the last mission without playing all the earlier ones.
That's true.
Yes.
Well, the pronoun tired in the replies. I love it. I completely agree though. But even you don't even have to go that far. Upload your watch hours. Upload your play hours. That's all you gotta do. It's on Steam. It's on PlayStation. It's on it's true. It's on Xbox. But make your profile public so that people can check. List? Yeah. The trophy list, upload that. Screenshots of that. Make your profile public. Have it be required. Now, of course, leave your real name and stuff out of it. Don't be an idiot.
Just look at
this. It's easy to do.
Where does the genuine, unedited opinion come into play? Okay, so you're admitting they don't give their unedited opinion. They give a what opinion do they give?
Wait, no, this post is even less intelligent because he's saying no commentary run. Who said anything about having to be a no commentary run? Wouldn't you want a games journalist to give commentary during the run? So you know what they're thinking?
Yeah.
All the pronoun tards in your replies are so funny. Yeah, these people don't even buy the games or play them. Their opinions just mean fucking nothing, honestly. There are NDA around reviews. Okay, that's obviously.
Sure.
Okay, you can't release your review until I imagine it works the same way the movies too. You can't release the game's review until the embargo comes up. That's fine. That doesn't change anything. Even if the industry has these practices,
that's not even
that
what
doesn't change anything. Yeah,
that's not even what she was saying.
No one's saying
like
upload break the rules. No one's saying like
upload it when you're allowed to.
Yeah. No one's saying fuck the people that gave you a free
Most
thing.
Most people write their reviews weeks before the review embargo lifts.
Yeah, so they can have them come out the day of when the game drops for people. That's how it happens.
You can schedule videos on YouTube, BT Dubs.
Weeks in advance. Where was my memo? Also, you don't hold yourself to these standards because you make negative clickbait videos about games before you've played them. Oh, so people give their opinions about topics before in advance.
And how often has she been wrong? Almost never, because you people, we can set our clocks by the type of shit that you people put in your games. It's not difficult.
Then I win every game with an unmovable bias. It's not even just about her with this opinion. This opinion is so trash. When you say you make negative clickbait videos about games you before you played them. This is how life is, people. People talk about something before it comes out, and they're just having a conversation. Whether it's negative or positive, it's not for you to decide.
Let's talk about Larry.
And even if that's true, if it's negative, what does that matter? People talk about things before they come out. I don't even know why that's what. That's just stupid. Then you go into the game with an unmovable bias. Okay, so like the people that you listen to have bias. This other thing, you're just biased. Everyone's biased to something. If you disagree with that, you're stupid and you're retarded. I'm sorry. Like, you're actually stupid. Everyone's biased towards something. Are you telling me the people that you listen to aren't biased?
You know, I'm sure not a single one of us went into Penguin expecting it to be any good.
Mm-hmm. We expected it to be shit. And we expect most things to be shit.
You are a grifter and you rely on a gullible audience. Okay. Well, all right.
I'm so tired of that fucking word.
Huh. Well, what else is there on the docket tonight? I think that's potentially everything.
I've got something funny in private chat. I think you'll enjoy. I did not see this. Speaking of video games and how shit they are, and journalists running defense for terrible stuff.
The Penguin is one of my favorite shows of the year. Episode 1 of the Iron Man podcast should be An ultimate. No, I mean, if anyone wants to go consume all those episodes are on Rumble, and the last 100 of them are on.
What about doing
YouTube.
the ultimate supper? No, I paid for a last supper with one Christ.
We might have that. We will have the MCU movie tournament eventually on here. Yeah, the MCU one where people vote on which movie beats the other one to get the crown. That you wanted to do a while ago. I just don't know how to do that tournament thing. If I can do the tournament bracket thing where he moves up, then we can do it. Yeah. Once we do that, we're good to go.
The champion, I'm gonna call it now, Edward Norton, the Hulk.
The Marvels. If Eternals I know the chat is trolling if they pick Eternals. If Eternals is top 5, that list is fraudulent. Wow. By fraudulent, I throw it in the trash.
Lives, okay?
It saved lives.
It saved lives.
It saved your life.
How many lives this will be saving? Yeah, just not in the Middle East. Your own home country, bro.
I'm not going to that one. He's trying to get me canceled with that one.
Don't go to any rooftop barbecues. It's a trap.
I love my 7-Elevens. They need to be stocked full of beef tacos.
Can't argue.
And they have chicken wings too. Come on. What are we doing here?
I'm not going to trust 7-Eleven wings. That's just me.
Only eat at 2 gas stations, Buc-ee's and Wawa. That's it.
No,
are
there's
there
only
gas
one gas
stations with
station.
actual
Buc-ee's.
buffets? That sounds awesome.
Yes, they're truck stops.
Yeah.
And I've been to several, and they have the simultaneously the best and the worst food ever.
There's a gas station here about halfway between Houston and Waco, and my God, it's a Polish smokehouse.
Yes,
you know what I'm talking about, like Slovaceks, I think it's called. Oh my God, it's amazing.
So good.
Yep. Even if I'm nowhere near Waco, I will drive outside of Waco to go to Slovaceks. It is delicious. Oh,
only had
so
it once.
Oh. Yeah, it's not a buffet, but I wish it was.
Have you ever been to a gas station that was a gas station and a Chinese buffet once?
What?
I've actually been to one too. There's one in Tulsa. It was my designated lunch space. It was a gas station, but it had some amazing Asian food. It was incredible.
Sushi is always questionable from gas stations.
Sushi is always radioactive in gas stations. Run far away.
The last thing I would
hospital sushi is surprisingly good.
You said hospital sushi?
I used to work at a hospital, and they had an actual sushi place that made sushi for them.
To be fair, the hospital I worked at, they had brought in outside restaurants on every day of the week, and they sushi place would come in like on Mondays or something.
It's tied to the campus, sushi place on campus that would make the food.
I got you.
Oh, sorry.
Let's get to that ranking of pizza toppings.
Pineapple one.
It's sausage, Canadian bacon. Pineapple is always F tier.
Spicy sausage on top.
Of course, you like the sausage.
Italian sausage.
To call in and reserve a table for 2. Hey man,
I call it splurging.
Just imagine you take a girl out to a gas station as your date. Oh
Baby
my
orders,
God!
Oh no! Oh, it gets even better. You split the bill.
Okay, baby, order as many chicken wings and meat pies as you want.
Your bill will be $20.93, sir. Can we split?
Oh, I left my wallet at home.
Oh no! Look what happened.
Well, I only had a hot dog off the roller, so
I just did a weenie, not the bread, so I should only have to pay for just that.
I didn't even do it.
Oh, but okay.
See, in this economy, that's all us youngsters can afford is a date night at the gas station. We get slushies and that's all we get.
If she's the right girl, then why not? You can make it fun.
In college, I would spend $20 a week on ramen noodles, a 2-liter of cherry 7-Up, and pecan shortbread cookies, and that's all I would fucking buy. And
I miss cherry 7-Up. They still make cherry 7-Up?
Yes, I think they do.
Yeah.
I think so.
There's some grenadine and 7-Up.
That too. That could work. Isn't it
the ultimate? Wait, forgot the ultimate debate: Pepsi or Coca-Cola. That's
Pepsi.
always
Coke.
Neither. RC Cola, fuckers.
Right.
So just don't say Tab.
What's the Bo Burnham quote?
Good.
My dad says it tastes the same, but I heavily prefer one.
Wait, what?
The Bo Burnham quote. My dad says they both taste the same, but I heavily prefer one.
Oh my god, this guy's insane.
That's sexual, isn't it?
I
There's
did the Pepsi challenge at the zoo in New Orleans. They showed up at the big old booth and everything, and like you take sips, you're like, dude, you know which one's fucking Coke. You know I've never believed those commercials. So I was like, you can tell. And so I finally was able to do it, and I was like, all right, that's Coke, yeah, it's Pepsi, and they just kind of stared at me. I'm like, yeah I mean, it's fucking obvious.
But here's the real question: what's better, red sauce or white sauce pizza?
Red sauce.
Ooh,
Dr. Pepper is
depends
overrated.
on what
that's
topping.
the base sauce. Yeah, what's it got? What's it got on it? If it's like barbecue chicken, white sauce all the way. If it's like an Alfredo pizza, absolutely. But if it's got any kind of like red meat on it, or pork or sausage or beef or anything like that, it needs to be red sauce.
Chicken, bacon, and white sauce is the best pizza.
Yes.
No, I've tried it. I've also tried with the garlic sauce, which is doable. I like red sauce.
See, Darnell's kind of a purist.
I'm kind of like, it's the Cajun in me. It's a fucking red sauce, man.
Yeah.
You my tomatoes. Like I put rice in almost.
Yeah, I need to buy you. White sauce means something else.
Yeah, exactly. I was my dad's open. My mama shot up in there.
Oh yeah, long I've been waiting for this moment.
No, my mom. God damn it. My wife
when I sat on my daddy's dick, I was ready.
Have rice in almost every meal we cook. I'm like, hey, we doing rice? She's like, no, we're not eating fucking rice with this. I'll make rice for myself.
Get the old day with it. You're good.
I can't wait in rice.
I'm out. Peace.
Oh yeah,
don't like Old Bay.
Drunken said RC. Why is RC?
Old Bay is fucking sacrilege. You need the real shit. Zatarans.
Yeah.
No, I'm a fucking Maryland guy. You take that back right now.
Nope. No, Walter. We already have black people on crack. You want to see them drink Coca-Cola with Coke?
What? What the fuck? What? What the fuck?
I miss that guy.
That guy's content is actually just straight up legendary. JonTron is so good.
I love how he got canceled for saying a true thing about Islamist nations, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!" It's not looking so offensive now, is it? Fuckers.
Now, Riley, I want you to know that even though we doing it real grand, if this rap shit don't work, we running up in niggas' houses, my word.
God, I love that show.
It might be the most unintentional, funniest thing ever about black people doing that. Woo! Wow.
It's like Cat Williams. It's just black people doing things with black voices. That's all his comedy is. He's just saying black people things with a black people voice.
A black voice, yeah.
Maybe we'll go over that tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll wrap it up here in a little bit. I do have to get some stuff done, but we had a great conversation tonight. It's great to finally be in 10. We're in double-digit numbers for the show now. Now we're going to work on getting into triple digits eventually. Woo! And on StreamYard now, they made an update where you can go live and the intro would play automatically. So the other episodes, I accidentally played that intro at the end. It's supposed to just end without an outro. I don't think I need an outro for the show. That's gonna be kind of cringe.
It's all about the in, not about the out.
He's gonna keep rebooting the show every like 20 episodes, like Marvel cancels Miss Marvel,
Comics. Yeah, we'll be at a new number one in a couple of weeks. It didn't meet my expectation for the sale numbers and
different producer, different showrunner,
different writer. Hell yeah, we're gonna hire PBS and Mark Wade next time to run the show together. And that would be about a low-cal live. Fucking hell. Woo, shit.
I could be a low-cal. I could do it.
I was gonna right now. I don't think they did a new episode of low-cal live with Keemstar and Boogie. Watch the previous episodes. If you can watch those on repeat. Look, that is the most trash Jersey Shore level content ever. It's so peak unintentionally. It's so I'll laugh just randomly out loud when they just call him fat because it's so fucking funny.
The most fun I've ever had is watching EFAT break down all the Boogie stuff. It's like 20 hours of content.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I need to watch
There's one where Boogie just loses it and calls one of them a dumb bum fat fucking. I'm like, Boogie, look in the mirror, please. Look in a mirror, you fat retard.
That stuff just makes me sick. I feel like I'm watching Dick Masterson content. I would feel better watching Dick Masterson content than watching that. Actually, no, it's all shit. It's all trash. It's all disgusting degenerates being disgusting degenerates. I hate it.
I know, Strider. I think you want to talk about this earlier. He put in the group chat. Okay, one last thing, I promise. One last thing.
Oh,
I think you mentioned it earlier in the group chat. It was the Kamala Harris podcast appearance. I think you talked about it, where she didn't get that many views. Kamala Harris finally does a podcast, and it's Chex Notes NBA podcast. The video failed to even reach 70,000 views and was brutally ratioed on a channel of 1 million subscribers. By comparison, the Donald Trump Theo Vaughn podcast has 14 million views. Okay,
fuck that Theo Vaughn. I want Trump on
I want Trump on Rogan.
Jeremy's podcast, the Geeks and Gamers.
That would be amazing.
I want him on whatever the Cobra Cast. I want him on fucking Cobra Cast.
I mean, Don Jr. came on FNT one time. That was pretty awesome.
Did he?
Oh yeah,
I think he did.
No, that was Benny.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro.
No,
and also
Benny Johnson.
Been on.
It was Don Jr. on FNT.
The Indian guy also should have been FNT. What's his name?
Vivek. He did. Yeah.
Smartest thing he could have done.
Well, the thing is actually, that was through Benny, and I think Benny's working on trying to get Trump on FNT.
There's no way.
It was mentioned on one of the Cobra Casts recently that Trump Trump Jr. had heard about the Cobra Cast and was looking into it.
There's no way, man. There's no way.
It was mentioned on one of the Cobra Casts last week.
Oh shit, Jeremy!
I could have sworn Don Jr. was on something. He was on something pop culture-y, and it actually really surprised me. And it was something from our sphere. I'm not making this up, but yeah, that would be amazing.
The comment section of that video. I imagine they turned the comments off.
Oh, the White House is full of pussy, so no way they let that make.
Give me what the end? What was it called? The channel All the Smoke. That sounds like such a. Why do people try to be ghetto and black?
It's Democrats. They think that's the way to appeal to them.
Yeah, it's not a drug reference. It's all the smoke that you want to like.
No, but like the most ghettoest of black people will say that. You want all the smoke? God, I hate black people.
Yeah. It's just slang.
I had this black guy who put a hate comment on one of my videos, saying he's going to do a hate video on me. His account was like Derek the Mindful Gamer or something stupid like that.
Okay.
And I looked at his account. He has 10,000 subscribers. But most of his videos only have like 100 views.
Funny that.
And he's an FBI apologist.
So he's a what? He's a state. So he's clearly a state-run account. That's
okay. I found the comment. We might be in for some Morbius level shit here. We maybe.
Oh,
the first comment. Who else here just for the comments?
136 replies. Holy shit. How is this race neck and neck, y'all? What the
It's
not. Neck and then down Kamala's neck.
Oh, that's a cum reference.
I blew my ACL running to the
and Kamala blew someone else on the way there.
30 seconds in, and Steven Jackson is already burdened by what has been.
He's already burdened by Kamala to finish.
Just came in to add that I also grew up middle class. You better thank a union worker. All the smoke and mirrors. Comments better than the interview. You better thank a YouTube. I was burdened by this. Now you know why YouTube removed the dislike button. Holy
subverted by an extension.
All the smoke podcasts wanted none of the smoke. The children of the community are the children of the community. Kamala Harris.
That was not said.
Hey, there's no way. There's no way that was said.
Before.
This is actually quite impressive. 5 interviews without answering a single question.
Well, let's put it this way. Even CNN, even with this interview, CNN called out the fact that she doesn't go to any actual journalist.
No.
Fox or any of them that actually answer hard questions.
Yeah, it's true.
She's hiding, and that's why I don't. A lot of people think it's going to be close. I don't know. I don't think it will be, because the only people she has the back. She doesn't have any. She doesn't have any I don't know. I don't want to derail anything, but like take heart. The last person who got this much statist establishment support was Hillary fucking Clinton, and look how well she did. She was not unburdened by like half a dozen wars a continent away that we're trying to be directly involved in. She's not
friends.
Yes, indeed. Hillary also was not burdened by a disastrous economy that her administration was a part of. Kamala has all that and more. So don't let them black pill you. It's only the elites. It's only the Hollywoodites. It's only the intellectuals. It's only the paid bots on Twitter. Do not let them black pill you. Propaganda is meant to make you feel alone. There is a real chance. There is a big, I would say a very great chance that Trump will win. At the very least, even if you don't want Trump to win, even if you don't necessarily Trump to win, you need to want Kamala to lose because she has vowed to violate the First, Second, and Fourth Amendments at every turn.
Bill Gates at the video today. Bill Gates at the video today, where he basically said, we want to basically kind of censor stuff that's misinformation on inciting violence and convincing people not to get vaxxed. And it's like, that
misinformation that they happen to decide what it is. Don't buy into it. Don't believe it. Go out and vote and register everybody to vote. Don't not be afraid to argue your case. Even if you cannot like Democrats right now. I'm sorry that the Democrat Party that you knew is gone. It left with fucking Clinton whenever they refused to impeach Clinton over actively lying to Congress, which is a felony, which is an impeachable offense. That Democrat Party does not exist anymore. You are in a world right now where they want you subjugated. They want you under their thumb. Do not let them do that.
Well, this shows you already how things have started changing. Is the fact that even though they may not have come out and endorsed, they're at least saying not positive things about Trump. The Rock has come out and said something positive about Trump. Even Elton John, who says he doesn't get involved in American politics, and they're kind of wanting him to come out and endorse Kamala, has come out and then said nice things about Trump.
There's the amount of, and it's weird because to be a Trump supporter, to be a Trump fan is not a hush hush thing anymore. Like you used to have to signal to someone like you were a gay guy in the 50s. You used to have to signal to people if you were conservative, if you were a Trump voter. Just listen to little snippets here and there. Certain you're letting slip certain phrases, or maybe hey, maybe this guy might be based. I'll go up and kind of probe and prod a little bit. Nope. People are wearing Trump hats. People are flying Trump flags. People are having stickers on the back of their cars.
Standing out in hurricanes.
See, that might be for the real world, but in academia, because I'm in college right now, I do know some people who are going to be voting for Trump, but it's still very, very. I'm in a free speech college, and it's still incredibly hush-hush. Yeah. Most of the people I know are going to vote for Kamala, and none of them know why. And you can't ask them. If you ask them, they can't give you an answer, and when you press them on it, they can't think about it.
Mad.
And even if they do,
good. Keep pressing them.
Yeah, and even if they do, the only answer they give is the same one they gave for Obama and Hillary Clinton, because they're an X insert thing, black woman. That's it.
So you brought up the flags. There's a guy in this area who drives around his truck. He has a huge flag tied to the front, covering the complete grill of his truck. It says "Fuck Biden."
Nice.
He has 3 flag poles in the back of his truck with Trump flags, and he has been driving around with this next part for about almost 4 years. He has a chair in his back, the bed of his truck, with a guy with a dummy in a prison jumpsuit with Biden's head. He painted to be Biden's head. For about 3.5 years, he's been driving around with that in his truck.
Fantastic. Like, you don't even have to like Trump. You just have to hate Biden.
I'm surprised that hasn't made the news. I mean, the whole point, they got so upset about that tailgate picture of Biden like tied up in the back of it. The media went nuts over that.
Oh, but we can hang a 30-foot sculpture of Trump from a crane, and it clearly looks like he's being hung outside Vegas. And now it's perfectly fine. It's art, guys. Fuck off.
Yeah, let me see the Kamala Harris statue with her tits down to her fucking knees.
Is that before or after she kneels? It's a kinetic sculpture.
That's
so she's kneeling down, her head's going back and forth on a non-existent dick.
Oh,
and it was funny. I was watching the Texans play the Jaguars on Sunday, and I saw a video. I about bust a gut laughing. A video that said it's a campaign and it's a campaign video for Kamala, and it's a Kamala worked her way up. Like, yeah, worked dick to get her way up. She was trying to be the next fucking Oprah, but that didn't work out. So now she tried to wade her way into politics where there's probably a little bit more dick sucking, which she's completely okay with.
You know what her work uniform consisted of? Knee pads.
She's the meme of like the young guy having sex with the 60-year-old grandma in the lingerie. That's what she is. The definition of it.
The thing about it is too is everyone's like, well, she won the election for attorney general in the state. She won the election in San Francisco. It's like, yes, she may have won those votes, but she wouldn't have been anywhere if she had not been screwing Willie Brown.
Interesting, because she also did not win her own state in her own primary back in 2020, and nor did she win any primary in 2024 because she was fucking appointed. She hasn't won a goddamn vote on the national scale ever.
The best way to protect and defend democracy is to abandon democracy. Come on.
Well, democracy, yes. Representative rule, like what with federalism and had constitutional republic and all that. Then leave that. But democracy, straight up democracy, fucking no. It's a mistake. Democracy is the one that created the poll on Twitter where 56% of those polled, not Americans, those polled, said that we need to abolish the electoral college. Like, you're proving why it's needed, dickhead.
Yeah, the electoral college is there to prevent tyranny of the majority.
Yep. Always has been. And when it was invented, it was Virginia.
Oh. Can I brag for a second? Brian Bao of Wolf and Batsy just told me Heroic Tales #1 is excellent. I love his work, so this has me flying. Oh, it's awesome, man. Someone you respect and like your work is awesome. Like his work. Can't wait to read it and review it myself whenever I get it. Can't wait to shit on it and to destroy it for 8 hours on a show called MSK Cast, where I'm gonna just do so many episodes on Strider and Drunken Emerald Arrow. Man, I'm gonna just make sure I expose all their democratic ways and expose them for voting for George Bush. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, pull up that thing again, MSK, that sent you.
I will admit, and I'm sad to admit that the first time I was allowed to vote, unfortunately, it was when I was my first time to vote for president. Unfortunately, it was George W. Bush.
The thing is, we had no way of knowing that we had no way of knowing that the Patriot Act would be coming down the pike. That was not, unfortunately, nobody knew that. But
now I abstained from the vote in 2004.
I got lucky to not have been able to vote when whatever that bitch's name was running, because I totally would have voted for her in 2016.
Which one?
The one who's running against Trump, whatever the hell her name is, Clinton.
Nikki Haley.
I got to vote for Clinton in '98.
Oh, Nikki Haley! Oh my god! Oh my god! That is the legendary tweet where she says, "I think like 12 guys down, one more to go." Woo! Damn! Legendary tweet right there. I will say that if politicians make tweets like that, more people would like them because they're just not people. They're just weird robotic weirdos that just say the fucking things that they're told to say. Say more fun things like that. That's more people.
I want the Master Hobo. I'm with him.
Master Hobo as president.
No.
Oh my
Look
god.
what he just said.
What did he say? I'm voting for MSK for president. The country needs to know what it tastes like. See,
Yep.
I agree. He's
got. I don't want another black president.
I'm white. What are you talking about?
He's not black.
You think I'm black?
So what you're saying is you're voting for Darnell.
We were robbed of Herman Cain. He could have been our first black president.
MSK Quigley, 2024. I'll be his black translator like Key and Peele.
Could be code switching.
Our slogan is what it tastes like, what it smell like.
What it smell like. I'll be honest, I don't like hot sauce. I think it's disgusting. Hot sauce tastes like
I
shit.
like me some. I mean the
Louisiana
Tabasco.
hot
MSK is one
sauce?
good opinion.
Tabasco.
I think hot
That
sauce
sounds
might be
good.
the most overrated sauce on. It's
I
disgusting.
agree. I like it for taste, like a little bit of drop, couple drops for taste. I don't like spicy shit.
Like,
It
I don't know,
depends.
this never was my thing. I just can't do hot sauce.
But most of them don't even have any taste aside from spicy.
Yeah.
Or
That's why
yeah,
a
a
lot
lot
of
of it's
Tabasco has a good taste to it. Just a couple
Yeah.
drops or something.
I think Tabasco it's a little bit vinegary for me. I like Louisiana hot sauce. I think that has the perfect amount of. I
That's a
think that has
fucking good one too.
Oh yeah, I love it. But I also got one. Some of the best stuff that you're gonna find is not the stuff you're gonna find on grocery store shelves. Go to a farmer's market or go to anywhere else and get some of that homemade shit. My God! So I got one. I actually have a sauce that I still have. I got it last year, but I sprinkle it on everything. It's made with Carolina Reaper, but it's like
Ooh.
a garlic sauce. I make jerk chicken with that shit. My God, it was incredible. It's absolutely amazing. But like,
Just go to Buc-ee's.
very.
Is it a white sauce?
It's not a white sauce. It is a blood red sauce.
No,
like it looks
it-
like blood.
Never mind. You make
Yeah,
jerk
I know.
chicken.
I know.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
missed.
okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
missed the. Yeah,
All right.
smelling what you're stepping.
As he started making the comments, it clicked in his head exactly what you said were meaning.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up here. I gotta get some stuff to do. I have to bang my wife. We'll start with Arza, who comes on Mondays. What you got planned coming up, man? Any videos we should be on the lookout for?
Tomorrow I'm posting a Dragon Quest video, and I'll be doing more Agatha and Penguin reviews. I'll probably do an actual dedicated video to that interview from the showrunner where she said that it's all about misogyny. I'm a little under the weather, so we'll see if that impacts my videos. But I'm just trudging along. I'm at 53 subscribers on day 21, and this is day 21. So,
all right, Darnell, what you got planned coming up?
Just my usual Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, Fridays here. I'm prepping for October 24th when the Darnell Quigley. I'm sorry, when Quiz Time with Darnell with Quizmaster Darnell Quigley debuts. Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central. So I'm working with Selena to get that off the ground so we can get that going.
Yes, sir. Drunken Emerald Arrow. Beside eating some pussy, what else are you doing?
How dare you? Do I look Haitian to you? Anyway, tending to my poor kitten that has now been deballed. He's doing well. He's sleeping at my feet right now. Just kicking back for the rest of the week with work and hopefully not too.
That's just a stupid boulder.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. A rock.
And then back here on Friday.
Wow.
Man, what the fuck is you
What
talking
the
about?
fuck was
man?
that?
I'm
Man,
sorry,
shut the
man.
fuck up.
Oh, God. All right, Strider, what you got planned coming up?
Well, I'm going to be doing more videos on my actual channel. It's been a bit, but I've been a little busy as you can see. But there's actually something to look at, so I'll start doing some more videos. I've got a Ghost of Yotai video planned. That there's an aspect of that whole controversy that a lot of people I don't think a single person is caught on to. So gonna be dissecting that. You can find me every Friday night on the weekly Rogues Gallery with Iron Oxide. That's always a fun time. And then Mondays here with you. And then whenever Curse of Strahd comes back up, don't know when that's going to happen, but no, prayers for a DM. But I'm going to start being an infrequent guest on Devil Made Me Do It's Wrong Think on Tuesday nights. I do have something. It's last Tuesday of every month is going to be what I'm going to be able to be on. So catch me there. But yeah, that's all I have.
Outside.
Cash
Nope.
me.
No.
Do you know what's crazy about that girl before we head out? I forgot her name. It doesn't matter. I think her name's Danielle or whatever. I remember seeing that episode of Dr. Phil's back when I had TV. I did watch Dr. Phil. I remember seeing that episode live, and then she blew up as crazy. And she got turned 18. Dudes were waiting for her to turn 18 to make an OnlyFans.
Sick.
That happens all the time.
Disgusting. I remember when she was 14. No.
Nah.
Nope. Ain't touching that.
Joe Biden.
I'm not Joe Biden. Oh God. Joe Biden's the greatest president of all time. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Okay, come on. He's not a bigot or one of them homophobes, right? Like he loves black people. He was on a call with the senator where the senator said black people are an inferior race. So to be fair, I agree with the senator there. But apparently, if Joe Biden really liked black people, would he really have listened to that? Did he agree with that senator? Did he absolve everything that senator had said? You know, it's crazy.
Well, you got to separate Joe Biden out. Okay, you have Joe Biden the senator, and then you have Joe Biden the uniting president. Okay, two different people completely.
Oh God, I love it, man.
Never go when Joe Biden said that integrated schools were a jungle.
He didn't want his children going to a racial jungle.
To be fair, that one I love.
I mean, I agree.
I don't want my white kids going to a school with a Darnisha or a Bonquiqui. Just like I understand it came out the way it did, but I didn't disagree with that as much as people did.
Jimmy Carter give you 100 tomorrow? Holy shit.
Oh God. But yes, just want to say thank you to every single person that has been checking out the MSK show, following in double digits. The goal for the show is just 100 episodes, and we'll just keep working till we get even bigger and bigger and bigger. Another episode, another day. The one-on-ones will be more prevalent as more episodes build up. I'll be mostly using them to get it stretched to the other goal we might have, or I'll just have some in the middle of the week like I normally tend to do. So yeah, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK show. We'll see you guys later. Have a